Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
A double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, starting at verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. The secret place of the Most High is this truth, that he that will dwell in the secret place of the Most High is the hopeful elect. When you dwell in something, that means what? Your continuous stand in something. All right, you're giving your all to it. Meaning what? Your mind, your body, your spirit, your effort, your what now? Your time. All right?
Going into manifesting yourself and dwelling in that spirit of prophecy, you know, and the meditation thereof. You know, just staying continuously occupied in those things that are well pleasing unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because the scripture says what? Never have the righteous been forsaken.
That's right.
Meaning what? That those that rely wholeheartedly upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, how could he even be such a man to neglect them?
Yeah. And you said a key point. You said meditate. Ecclesiasticus 6:37. Let your mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish your heart and give you wisdom at your own desire.
And he's going to make your way right, right? He's going to guide your every footstep, and he's going to hold your hand all the way through it by the way of the world will call it a guardian angel, you know, but he'll give his angels charge over you to direct your particular path and protect you from all good and all evil, right? That way it's a particular balance of things, because there's a certain level of intelligence that you have to have. Although we are faithful, there are certain things that we just cannot do, right, to tempt the Lord. Like if the light is red and you decide to still go and say, "Man, the Lord got me," that's not smart. That's not intelligent. If you're in a bad part of town and you are at the gas pump and you go inside and you leave your car running and your door unlocked, you know, your wallet sitting on the dashboard or something of that nature, that's not a smart thing to do. Man, the Lord got me, I'm good. You know, you walk in a sundown town,
Right.
and, you know, and go sit in the pub thinking that you got a buddy, you know.
They're like when Yahushua, they told Satan when he tried to get him to jump off the mountain. You know, thou shalt not tempt the Lord your
Lord's
house,
our power, man.
And that's pretty much what you're going into. You just can't tempt the Lord, man. You know, doing just idiotic things without, I mean, the Lord gave you a mind also, you know what I'm saying, when you can think, but you just can't do some off-brand, just crazy thing and think there's nothing going to happen because the Lord got you.
Yeah, I'm still protected.
Yeah.
That's what wisdom. That's what wisdom goes into, you know, or that spiritual insight or understanding to be able to discern what is right, what is wrong.
Yeah,
you know.
And wisdom goes into the origin, like the priest is saying, to know. All right. Hey, this is James, 1 and 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempt he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
That's it. So it's the thoughts of your mind that you have to rebuke.
That's right.
Hey, because you know what I'm saying, the scriptures has it to where you're in the flesh, you're in these chains of darkness. So you're gonna have dark thoughts, you're gonna have dark murmurings, you're gonna have doubtful thoughts, doubtful murmurings, you're gonna have things to make you just not care to the point that you're reckless, or you just give up, so to speak, in the spirit, man. You know, but it's still at the end of the day, in order to dwell under the shadow of protection of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you have to do those things that he requires of us. And that's a constant practice. That's why this is the rehearsal point, man.
That's right, bro.
But when we get to heaven, we're gonna really sing, man.
Well, the Apostle Paul said that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know, this flesh, man, it's a constant battle, man. But you know, that's why you just gotta continue to have faith, man, and you gotta pray. Cause you know, hey, the Lord gonna give us the strength. He don't put more on us than we can bear, man. You know, but it's like you say, when you give into that lust, you know, when you want to fulfill that flesh, you know, that's when you start slipping, man. That's when the problem comes in.
I got one real quick. Romans 7:15. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I. And I'm going to read it in the NIV. Romans 7:15. I do not understand what I do. For what I want to do, I do not do. But what I hate, I do.
And that keep you humble. You know, the Most High keep you humble, because if you walk perfectly, you develop a natural sense of pride in life, man.
Right.
That's why those old ancient scribes and Pharisees, they did what they boasted in the law. You know, even though they continued to break it, but they were still allegedly more perfect than the man beside them.
Right.
You know, but those particular things that I would do, you like, man, why I keep doing it? Why I keep messing up, man?
Right.
Why I keep dropping the ball? Why I keep falling? Why I keep stumbling?
right.
Because you're a righteous individual.
That's right.
And how you know that is because you can acknowledge that I have fallen, I have slipped, I have slumbered, and you are not well pleased with yourself based upon those particular actions, man. And that's what gets you closer to dwelling continuously underneath that umbrella and that shadow of protection of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Because the spirit is against the flesh. That's the setup. And one more. Romans 7:24, same chapter. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death?
The body of this death, because what brings forth death? To sin against Yahweh
That's
Hashem
right.
Yahushua. What do you do daily? Sin just about daily.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in some shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so what does that? What does that leave according to the law standard? Because the law standard sin against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is immediate death, man.
That's right.
Right.
Eventually, you know. So who's going to deliver us from this particular body of death? Who's going to deliver us from these chains of darkness? Who's going to change this mind and change this heart and turn it aright? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, when He places His law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts, man.
And I got you. Verse 25. I thank the Most High through Yahushua Mashiach, our Lord. So then with the mind I myself serve the law of the Most High, or with the flesh the law of sin.
Yep, but with the flesh law of sin. Why is that? Because the spirit warred against the flesh, and the
That's it.
flesh warred against the spirit.
That's it.
The two can't coincide and coexist together, because one's going left and one's going right, man.
Yeah. And the more you're plugged into this world, the more you feed the flesh. The more you're plugged into the spirit, the more you feed the spirit.
That's right.
So if you're feeding the spirit, what happens to the flesh? The flesh weakens. When you're feeding the flesh, the spirit weakens.
That's right. That's it. And a quick one. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, starting verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon
Going
a
back
rock.
to Psalms 91 and verse 1. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High. He can also be classified as a wise man. Wise man goes into what? To have wisdom. Where's the wisdom? From Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is this truth.
Yep. Hey, because that's that strong tower, right?
That's it.
Yep.
And the righteous do what? They run into it and are safe.
That's
So
right.
you jump back to Psalms 91 in verse 2, it goes into how Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is my refuge and my fortress.
And guess what refuge means? To flee back. So we're fleeing back to that tower. Because there's danger outside of that tower.
Outside the temple.
Outside of the temple.
That's right.
Temple.
And the rain descended, and the floods came,
Now the rain is what? All this affliction, tribulation, and things of that nature. The rock is what? Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right, so if you believe in Yahweh Shai, you're going to be able to weather the storm.
And the winds blew and beat up that house,
Right.
and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
And we have to be founded upon that rock, which is Yahweh Shai. Just like when these severe thunderstorms or tornadoes hit Mississippi,
Yeah.
all right, what do you see first? You see the biggest tree uprooted, but the smallest, weakest, flimsy tree is still rooted. You know, and that's how we have to be.
Because it was deeply rooted.
It was deeply rooted.
Think about a little tree like as a little child. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
meek.
that's
You know?
right.
That's who Yahweh Bashan Shah is seeking in these latter days.
That's right.
Little ones.
The little ones.
The little ones, the babes.
Verse 26. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand.
And 2/3 of our people have built their house upon the sand. They have no strong foundation.
By trusting into this system.
By trusting into this system. All right? Foolish goes into the origin of fool. Fool means what? To be empty-headed. Meaning what? You lack the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house,
Right.
and it fell.
And that's what happens when you don't dwell in the secret place of the Most High.
And great and great was the fall of it.
What's it?
Uh,
Like a rain.
okay. verse 27, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat up that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
This is the book of Psalm 124, starting at verse 4. Then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul, then the proud waters had gone over our soul.
And that's what's going to happen now. These proud waters are plotting to come over our soul in the form of what? Esau and his military. Right? Because if you don't believe in these mandates, if you're not willing to accept these mandates, then he's going to eventually send his army. Revelation 12 and 12. Hey, the devil knows he has a short time. So he's willing to do any and everything to attain what? The new world order.
And if the Lord doesn't intervene, then there shall no flesh be saved.
That's
man.
it.
And then at that particular time, it's going to be a very evil time, and you need to have that umbrella protection.
That's right, bro.
That shadow protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Because even as Satan, as a roaring lion going throughout the entire planet Earth, seeking whom he may devour,
That's right.
Satan, Esau, Edom, the demon with 2 legs, is doing the exact same thing and during that time of Jacob's trouble and calamities,
That's
man.
right, my brother.
I got precept for you. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 27, starting at verse 4. It says, "One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life."
Hey, and he stated desire. When you go into a desire, means what? A craving, a longing. So that's the mindset we're supposed to have until we reach the kingdom of heaven. We're supposed to desire Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And through this desire, we will remain steadfast within his secret place, man.
Yep. To behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple.
And it starts with this knowledge. This knowledge leads to a physical manifestation of a kingdom on earth, as it is in heaven.
For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his
For
pavilion.
in the time of trouble, we are, hey, get Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. We are approaching this time frame of trouble. Evil. Evil means what? Bad times. All right? So you have to be a fool to not understand that Esau is about to come down on us, man. Hey, you compare this vibration of last year to this vibration of now, hey, it's more intense. It's riled up. Something is going on real fast, bro.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 1.
Right.
Remember now thy creator
Right.
in the days of thy youth.
Right, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. All right? Go ahead.
While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh.
The bad times. All right? And then when you're in your youth, you have more to sacrifice. Your time, your effort, your age. All right? You're actually putting yourself behind the desires of the Most High. Now remember, the Most High is a jealous power. Jealous goes into the term, meaning he wants you to shut out everything when it comes to him. And when you do that, now you're going to remain in that secret place of the Most High. Go ahead, bro.
When thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
So we do what we're doing now to be protected from this bad time to come. Back in New York.
All right, this is back in Psalm 27 in verse 5. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion.
Right.
In the
Jacob's trouble. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 30:7. Trouble in the Hebrew means to be in distress, straits. All right, a position of difficulty. Go ahead, bro.
In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me.
Right.
He shall set me up upon a rock.
Right. So believing in this truth, dwelling in this secret place, actually leads into what? A physical security, man. Psalms 34:7. So during that time frame, when this bullshit Jacob trouble is being exercised, the hour of temptation, so on and so forth, Lord will, we're gonna have that hedge.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High, believe also in me.
Right. So if you believe, who is that? Yahushua speaking, right?
No.
John.
What book you in?
John 14.
14:1.
Let's see if that's in read. But read that again, what it is.
It's in John 14 and 1, Con. It
It's
says,
written.
let not your heart be troubled.
And let not your mind be troubled. No fear. Go ahead.
He believe in Yahweh, believe also in me.
Hey, you believe in Yahweh, we believe in Yahweh Shah as well. Go ahead.
In my Father's house are many mansions.
Right.
If it were not so, I would have told you.
So this belief goes into our confidence in Yahweh Shah that he will save us. All right, on the behalf of our Father Yahweh. Go ahead.
I go to prepare a place for you.
And that's literal. That's why you're seeing all these new these new planets being developed, because this is going to be ours in the kingdom of heaven. But it all starts with us dwelling in that secret place. And Lord, will you edify Shalom.
Shalom.